Hello everyone, good evening, hope you are well. So I believe that this is the class number 6 and we have gone so far and I hope, you have learned so many things, you have made the decision that you're gonna do something in your life and you got a lot of motivation and you have got your actual map. What is called is customized map to shape your career. So all you got to do is now you need to apply those sort of steps and you need to follow that map, right? So first of all, I'd like to welcome you. Thank you for joining today. And before starting this class, just would like to remind what you have learned in last 5 classes. So before going there, just I'd like to ask you, can you please type in the chat box if you can see me and listen to me properly? Just very quickly, please type in chat box yes, so that I can understand you can hear me. Okay, so I can see the live is here and I can read the comment as well. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Thank you for responding. So now, okay, now I can see the comments. So Rami Begum said, Walaikum salam. Sami Ahmed said, hello, sir. Hi. Prince Ashraful said, Walaikum salam. Okay, so you are telling me that you can hear me properly. That's very good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remind you what you have learned in last 5 days. So we have started with subject plus be verb, and we have practiced a lot and you have given a presentation. Second class, you have learned subject plus V1. So in that class, we give a presentation, what do you do every single day, right? In the structure number 3, we have learned how to ask question, especially using the structure number 3, do plus subject plus verb. And in the structure number 4, we have learned what is called how to ask deep questions, like a police officer. You are doing some sort of interrogation, and you have learned and practice enough. And there was WS plus do plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. There was 1, 2, 3, 4. Structure number 4. This is a bit complicated structure. WS plus do plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark, right? So can you please type in the chat box, what's the structure number 4? I'd like to see still if you can remember and you can write the structure correctly. Very quickly, type in the chat box. Structure number 4 is subject plus WS plus do plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Thank you. Thank you for typing. And now, just I'd like to ask you a quick question is, how did you enjoy the last class? Was that very, very beneficial? Have you got all the information, what you need to know? Have you asked your questions, burning questions, and my team answered you? Finally, I'd like to ask you, so if you got your roadmap, how to reach the destination for a study visa, please type in the chat box study visa. I'd like to see if you understood the previous class, because without having that information, you cannot go further. So first of all, you need to understand, so what do you need to do to study abroad? And once you know your why, so it's gonna give you a lot of what is called motivation, a lot of push to go forward. Okay, so thank you for responding. Muhammad Ali said WS plus do plus subject plus verb 1. Excellent, thank you. Prince said WS plus do plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Yeah, so and also please type in chat box if you understood the whole procedure, how to get it with a study visa. Please type in the chat box study visa so that I can understand you understood the whole process step by step and all the information. How much money do you need? What are the next steps you got to do? When you can fly? What sort of university you can choose? What sort of courses you can choose? What are the requirements you need to make your application? So please quickly type in the chat box study visa. Then we're gonna go forward. Now the next question I'm gonna ask you. So who submitted homework? So if you have submitted your homework, please type in the chat box me, just me. I'd like to see whether you have submitted your homework or not. Just quickly type in the chat box me. And the last question before jumping into the tomorrow's class, I'd like to ask you. So do you share every single class on your Facebook? If you share, please type in the chat box, I share. Do you share on your Facebook? If you share, please type in the chat box, yes, I do. I'd like to say how many of you like your classes, enjoy your classes a lot, and you believe that, I mean, if you share this class on your Facebook, so there will be a lot of people, they'll be get benefited out of it. And also, ultimately, you are helping someone else to be your speaking partner, and there's going to be a win-win situation. I mean, you're going to develop together, right? So please type in the chat box, I do. My question is, do you share our all classes on Facebook every single day? Please type in the chat box, okay? Thank you for responding. So Dullah Islam said I share. Thank you for sharing, Dullah. MD Abul Bashar said I do. Thank you for sharing. Amir Khan said I share. Thank you for sharing. SS Khan said yes, I do. Thank you for responding. It's gonna, you know, it means a lot to us, because just imagine that today you have clicked on your share button and you have shared it, and only for clicking that button, someone watched this video, this live class, and they found it is amazing, and they started doing their class. They got all the information. They come to us. We help them to fly in the UK, and all of a sudden, you know, I went to airport and I picked them up, right? So how cool is that? So he's studying with a click, right? So it doesn't cost a lot, right? Does it cost a lot? আপনাদেরকে অনেক পয়সা খরচ করতে হয়. Just click the share button, and we'll appreciate that. Right, so today's class, there's gonna be all about past events. And dear IELTS candidates, this the class is gonna be very, very beneficial for you. And I'd like to give you some sort of idea so that you can understand why is it so important, why this past event, this class is so important for you. Okay, so I know there are a lot of IELTS candidates here. They would like to finish this course, then they would like to do IELTS with us, and then they would like to sit for IELTS exam. So in your IELTS exam, when you go for IELTS test, especially in speaking module, so there are three parts over there, and one of the part is you know, asking and answering. General question is called. So if you follow me, please type in the chat box general questions. So they ask you some sort of general questions. So what's your name? Why you'd like to sit for IELTS exam? Is it for a study or work? These sort of questions they're going to ask you, and they'll keep asking you questions. And do you think that what is called studying abroad would be a suitable decision for you to shape your career? If you say yes, why do you think so? If you say no, why do you think so? So see, the examiner is keep asking the questions in present form, verb 1, and all of a sudden, examiner just changed the direction. They said, okay, so do you love enjoying your holidays? So when was the last time you've been to holiday? Right? When was the last time you went for holiday? So the question, examiner asks you, when was the last time you went for holiday? So that means it's past event. And, you know, as candidates, you know, they become a bit nervous during the speaking test. They hear that, but they don't understand this trick. And they started giving the answer in present form. And that is reducing their marks in IELTS speaking. So make sure you understand them very carefully. What questions the examiner is asking, and is it present form, is it past form, or future form? Right. So if you understand these things, then you don't have to worry that much about the speaking module. Now I'm going to ask you some what is called difficult question for you. So if your IELTS examiner asks you a question using present form, so which form should you use to answer it? Type in the chat box very quickly. Just imagine that you sat for IELTS exam and your examiner asked you a question using the present form. So what form should you use to answer it? Quickly type in the chat box or type in the comment box. I'd like to see if you can follow me. Examiner asks you the question in present form. What form should you use to answer it? Right? So dear IELTS students, dear beginners, যদি IELTS examiner আপনাকে question করে প্রেজেন্ট ফর্মে, তাহলে কোন ফর্মে আপনি এটা আনসার করবেন? আমাকে একটু দ্রুত চ্যাট বক্সে লিখে জানান। So if the examiner is asking a question using present form, what form should you use? Okay, just quickly. And the next question I'm going to ask you, if the examiner asks you a question using the future form, for example, when will you go for your next holiday? When will you go for next holiday? Using the future form, which form should you answer it? Type in the chat box very quickly. Second question, the examiner asks you a question using the future form. Future form, when will you go for next holiday, or when will you fly to UK, or when will you study abroad, or which session will you make your application? So which form should you use? So got it, thank you. I have got so many answers. Director Space said past form, no, present form. Tassin said present form, thank you for responding. Yeah, it's present form. Muhammad Ripon said present form, thank you. Ahmed said present form. Abdullah said subject plus verb plus object. Okay, excellent. Shahul said present form, thank you for responding. Babu said present form, yeah, that's right. Jahan said future form, if they ask you question using future form. That's right, thank you for responding. Next question I'm going to ask you, if the examiner asks you, it's going to be the tough question for you. If the examiner asks you using the past form, right? So which form should you answer it? For example, so when did you pass your SSC exam? Or how did you enjoy your last holiday? So using the past form, examiner asks you a question. So which form should you? Please type in the chat box. Okay, Muhammad Ali, thank you for responding. Zashir said future, thank you for responding. Masudana said present form. Masudana, I'm not sure whether you are watching live class or not. So if the question is present, you need to answer it present form. If the question is future, you need to answer it future form, right? So the last question I have asked you, if the examiner asks you a question using the past form, so how did you enjoy the last holiday? How did you go there? How did you enjoy that? So which form should you use? Please type in the chat box very quickly. Very quickly, type in the chat box. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. Right, thank you. Thank you for responding. So yeah, that should be past form. So examiner asks you a question using the past form, you should answer it in past. Now, just I'd like to remind you, so we have done structure number 1, subject plus be verb, structure number 2, subject plus verb 1, structure number 3, do plus subject plus verb 1, structure number 4, WS plus do plus subject plus verb 1, right? So that was the 4 structure we have practiced, and then we enjoyed the class. Which country should I go, whether it's UK, US, or Canada? All right, and very quickly, I'd like to ask you, so which country you'd like to go? So after having all the information from previous class, now you got all the information, right information, correct information in your head, and it is started processing. So probably you need to talk to your dad, mom, brother, sister, relatives to arrange your finance. However, just I'm asking a quick question. So which country you would like to study? Type in the chat box. Is it UK? Is it USA? Is it Canada? Very quickly type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Okay, so now the structure we're gonna practice is today is gonna be structure number 5. 5, right? Past number structure we'll learn today. So the structure will be subject plus verb 2. Very simple. Structure number 5 is subject plus verb 2, right? So can you please type in the chat box structure number, what is the structure number 5? So I can see a lot of comments here. Abul, okay, so Ishanjan said Canada, Tasrin said UK, thank you for responding. Abdullah Baki said I'll go UK, thank you. Welcome to UK. Definitely I'll welcome you to UK. Abul Bashar said UK, thank you for responding. Darkest Spice said I would like to go to USA, thank you for responding. Mukhlisin Ahmed said Canada, thank you for responding. AS Hayes Khan said UK, USA, thank you for responding. Muhammad Ripon said I want to go to UK for my higher study, thank you for responding. I can see a lot of students would like to come to the UK to study. So if you come to UK, definitely I'll see you. I'll see you. Especially if you come to in London, of course I'll see you. If you come in Birmingham, of course, because sometimes I visit our Birmingham office. If you go to Manchester, of course, I'm gonna see you, right? So hopefully I'll meet you. So please type in the chat box. What's the structure number 5? Is subject plus verb 2. Very quickly, I'd like to see everyone else comment. Subject plus verb 2. Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. So now, can you please tell me, what do you mean by verb 2? So let me know in comment box. What do you mean by verb 2? Verb 2 bolte apni ki bujhen? Amake ekটু comment box e likhe janan. What do you mean by verb 2? Very quickly, please type in the chat box. What do you mean by verb 2? Okay, by the way, so I have seen a lot of students here. They would like to go to UK. Most of the students, then Canada, then USA. Now, did you get your roadmap? Do you know exactly the whole procedure? Did you get your map to reach your destination? If you got, please type in the chat box map. I got my map. I got my map. Very quickly, please type in chat box, I got my map. So if you understood the whole procedure, if you understand the whole information, if you exactly know what to do, what are the next steps you need to follow, type in the chat box, I got my map to reach my destination. I got my map to reach my destination. Very quickly, type in the chat box. Okay, so now I can see a lot of students are commenting. So Dula said is past from, Darkus Space said past from, Monica said pass from. Okay, that's right. Thank you for responding. Mohammad Ali said pass from. Okay, Mukhlis Anand said did, was, were. Okay, okay, so Mahinaka said was, were. Okay, thank you for responding. So it's a mixed reaction, right? Some of the students, they said I got my map, and some of the students, they're answering me in the last question. So subject plus verb 2. Verb 2 means past from. Can you please type in the chat box? Verb 2 means past from. Verb 2 means past from. I'd like to see this comment. Verb 2 means past from. Verb 2 means past from. Okay, thank you for responding. So now, what I'm gonna do, I'll give you 2 verbs. I'm gonna give you verb 1, and you need to give me verb 2. Okay, got it? I'll give you verb 1, you need to give me verb 2. So আমি আপনাদেরকে verb 1 দিব, আপনাদেরকে কি করতে হবে? verb 2 বানাতে হবে সেটা, right? So are you ready? So the first 2 is speak, listen. Speak, listen. So please type in the chat box verb 2. What are the past form of speak and listen? Okay, thank you for responding. I can see verb 2 means past form. Yeah, verb 2 means past form. Thank you for responding. Okay, a game club said UK has a lower possibility than Canada to settle there. What's your point of view? I'm not sure what's your name. Can you please type your name? Game club. So, you know, to my opinion, is this world is called survival for the fittest, right? So there is a what is called survival for the fittest. So if you can survive and thrive, you'll fit into it, right? So if you ask me less possibility or more possibility, I will say it depends on your dedication, it depends on your commitment, it depends on your skills, and it depends on your luck or takdir, whatever you say. Why I'm saying this is just I'm going to give you some sort of examples from this class. Right, so you see from the first class, like 700 students, they have started doing this class. Probably now it's like 250 students are doing this class. So some of the students, you know, they couldn't follow this journey. They drop off, right? The same thing happened. So this is not the, you know, beginning of the journey, or this is not the end of the journey. So once you, I'm going to share you through the whole step. So now, you are taking a class from me. It's various spoken class, step number 1. Once you finish, then you have jumped into our IELTS pre-class. Completely IELTS course. You have taken preparation, you set for IELTS exam, you got 6, 7, 7.5, 8 score. You made the application through us, and we helped you, we prepared you, and you got the visa. You flew to the UK, you started you know, enjoying the class. You finished your course, then you jumped into post-study work. I mean, 2 years full-time work permit, right? So then you jumped into work permit or business visa or other routes, or probably again, you are doing PhD, and this is how you finish your 10 years road and you get settled in the UK, right? So this is the whole journey step by step. Now, some of the students, you have already seen step number 1, they drop off here, they quit. Some of the students, they will quit in IELTS. Some of the students, they will not able to manage the finance, they will quit. Some of the students, they will fly to the UK, but they will drop off from university. They will fail in exam. Probably they wouldn't be that much committed or dedicated. Some of the students, they'll jump into PSW and they'll say, I don't like this country, I'll go home, right? They'll come back to Bangladesh, India, or Pakistan. And then some of the students, they will try to establish their business and they will find difficulties, they'll leave and they'll go back home. Some of the students, they'll say, okay, now I got the business visa or I got a work permit, I keep working here, I'm fine. All of a sudden, something happened and they drop off, right? So it's a long journey and you have to enjoy the journey. Life is not a destination, it's a journey, right? So for me, if you ask me, still, I got my ILR and I applied for British passport. Hopefully, inshallah, I'll get it soon. And that's not the end of the journey here. So life is not a destination, right? It's a journey. So once I finish my first achievement, then I jumped into second one, then third one, then fourth one. That's always there would be a next challenge. So if you don't have challenge, you don't have a life, right? So that's why I would tell you, it doesn't matter which country you'd like to go, UK, US, or Canada. Each and every country is almost same. They have got immigration policy, you got to stick to immigration policy. They have got some sort of route, you need to follow them and just you need to go through it and you need to win. So some of the students, they go to USA, they go to Canada and they come back. They say, you know, I couldn't stay there because of XYZ. So make sure you have got confidence in yourself that wherever I would like to go, I'll just make it happen. You have to have that sort of mental attitude. Otherwise, you're gonna lose. So make sure you understand what I was saying. Okay, let's get back to the lesson. So subject plus verb 2, and verb 2 means past form. So now I gave you 2 verbs. One was speak, the other one was listen. So yeah, that's right. So Marinata said spoke and listen. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Babu said spoke and listen. Thank you for responding. Next one is write. W-R-I-T, write. Understand. Type in the chat box very quickly. What are the verb 2 of write and understand? Likha ebong buja editor past form ki. Please type in the chat box very quickly. Write and understand. Okay, so very quickly, please type in the chat box. Write, understand. Write and understand. Please type in the chat box. Write and understand. What's the past form of write and understand? Okay, so yeah, that's right. So next one is attend. Attend. Then what should I say? Then attend. So what's the past form of attend? Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. So yeah, I can see. So this is another way to practice or to memorize this verb. So I know you have got a study room or a study table somewhere else. All I want from you is better if you go to Google, not now, at the end of the class, and you need to type in the Google that regular verbs, list of regular verbs, and then list of irregular verbs, right? So you need to type in the Google list of regular verbs and list of irregular verbs. So once you write them in the Google and you search them, you find a list of regular verbs and a list of irregular verbs. So all you got to do is you need to save in your computer or you need to print it and then you need to hang on the wall somewhere else where you study, so that sometimes you don't have anything to do, just you sitting there and you just take a look. Wow. So verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. Yeah. So it's listen, listened, and listened. Speak, spoke, spoke. Okay. Write, wrote, written. Okay. Go, went, gone. Right. So this is how you memorize a lot of verb. And the book is coming. Speak English in 12 days. In those book, I have given those verbs so that you don't have to look for in the Google, so that whenever you get time, just read out some vocabulary, so just take a look. Right. So next one is see. What's the past form of see? What's the past form of see? What's the past form of see? Type in the chat box very quickly. And then what's the past form of watch? So I watch television. So what's the past form of watch? What's your past form keep? Please type in chat box very quickly. Now, why I'm asking you a lot of questions regarding the past form, because there are verbs like attend, attended, attended. Then listen, listened, listened. So these are the verbs. This is called regular verb, because adding d or ed, you can make past form and past participle. You can make verb 2 and verb 3. D এবং ed যোগ করে যে সমস্ত ভার্বকে verb 2 এবং verb 3 করা যায় তাদেরকে বলা হয় regular verb. Please type in chat box. D or ed equals regular verb. D/ed equals regular verb. I repeat, D এবং ed যোগ করে যে সমস্ত verb 2 এবং verb 3 করা যায় সেগুলোকে বলা হয় regular verb, right? And it's very easy. I mean, once we see, we can understand that this is the regular verb. But there are some verbs, there is no rule for that, like see, go, right? So you need to memorize it, and it's called irregular verb. So যেগুলো d এবং ed যোগ করে verb 2 এবং verb 3 বানানো যায় সেগুলোকে বলা হয় regular verb, আর যেগুলো বানানো যায় না সেগুলোকে বলা হয় irregular verb. Is it clear? If it is clear, please type in the chat box clear. I'd like to see. If it is clear, please type in the chat box clear. Okay, thank you. So I would recommend you definitely. So once you finish this class, go to Google and just type list of regular verbs or list of irregular verbs. Then download it, print it, and just put on the wall, so that when you get free time, just you can take a look and you can memorize some sort of vocabularies, right? And now this is our class number 6. This is our class number 6, right? So we have got, oh my God, so this is half of the course. 50% we are going to finish today. From today, I'd like to give you a bit more things so that you can digest, right? From the beginning, I gave you very, very small thing, so you don't scare. And now I'm gonna add a few more things so that you can understand, you can carry them, and you can practice, and you can become a fluent speaker. So many times I get asked from our students is, so how can I improve my writing? How can I improve my speaking? How can I improve my listening? How can I improve my reading? Right. So these are the questions I always get asked from our students. Right. So what's your question? So where are you struggling? Are you struggling in speaking? Are you struggling in writing? Are you struggling in listening? Are you struggling in reading? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. So in which category are you struggling? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Is it speaking, reading, writing, or listening? কোন ক্যাটাগরিতে আপনি বেশি প্রবলেম ফেস করেন আমাকে একটু চ্যাট বক্সে লিখে জানান। Please let me know in comment box that which part you are struggling, which module you are struggling. Is it speaking? Is it reading? Is it writing? Is it listening? Okay, now I'm gonna give you the solution right now. I'm gonna give you the solution. Are you ready? Are you ready to take the solution? Are you ready to take the solution? Okay, so solution number 1 for speaking. Now I'm giving you the solution number 1 for speaking. right? So solution number one for speaking is, believe me, this would be the solution if you are struggling in speaking. আপনি যদি স্পিকিং এ খুবই স্ট্রাগল করে থাকেন, এই সলিউশন আপনার অবশ্যই হেল্প করবে। So what you need to do is, okay, so today, how many of you submitted your presentation? Please type in the chat box. How many of you have submitted your homework? Just please type in the chat box, Hayes W. Hayes for home, W for work. So Hayes W. Just I'd like to see. And I'm giving you a solution in a minute. So if you have submitted your homework today, all you got to do is you need to send a message, private message. For example, Muhammad Ali, he has submitted his homework. So all you got to do is you need to write a text message. Assalamu alaikum, Ali. Hope you are well. I'm watching your every presentation. You are doing really great. Can I please become your speaking partner? Can I please become your speaking partner? And Muhammad Ali will see the message and say, wow, this is a compliment. I love it. So of course, because I want to improve my speak in English as well, Ali, of course, he will respond, right? So then, okay, can I make a call to your messenger so that we can discuss when we can schedule for speaking? And probably it's going to be 30 minutes. It might be in the evening, it might be in the morning, it might be lunchtime, right? So this is how, once you send a message, so probably 10, 12, 20 people, they have submitted their homework. So all you got to do is you need to write this message and you need to send everyone else. Hey, hello, salam, assalamu alaikum, namaskar, whatever is appropriate. Send a text message on Messenger, and you don't need like 20 people to speak with you, right? To practice with you. All you need is you need one or two, just one or two. Probably it's better. I mean, if you just send two people, message to two people, if they don't respond, then send message to other two people. This is how, right? So I can see a lot of people, they have submitted your homework. Moklesin said homework. Monica Akhtar said homework. Okay, thank you for responding. Okay, Babu said was okay. So just please type in the chat box Hayes W if you have submitted your homework. Apni jodi homework submit kore thaken amake ekটু Hayes W likhe janan, right? So this is the job you got to do. So who is going to do it? Who is going to do it? Please type in the chat box I will, right? So all you got to do is you need to watch 5 videos of a person, and then you need to send a message, because you know, probably you have seen someone else, or you have sent a message, you can see the person is not motivated, not energetic, and is not willing to speak with you. So there is no point to give a message, right? And I know that the students who are submitting their homework, that means they are serious, they are very active, they are very motivated, right? So all you got to do is you need to send these people a message that, hey, I have watched all the videos and you are doing a great job. I'm really interested to speak English, to practice with you speaking. So would you be my speaking partner? So this is the message you need to give. So at the end of this class, I would definitely recommend you just give a 2 or 5 people message and become their friends, practice, right? And this is how you will improve your English fluency. Because if you don't speak, you will not be a fluent speaker. There is no alternative way. So if you'd like to be a fluent speaker, you got to speak more. Please type in the chat box. Type in the chat box, because you need to understand. Just type in the chat box, if I want to be a fluent speaker, I need to speak more. যদি আমি ইংরেজিতে ফ্লুয়েন্ট স্পিকার হতে চাই, তাহলে আমাকে ইংলিশ বেশি বেশি কথা বলতে হবে। প্লিজ টাইপ ইন দ্য চ্যাট বক্স ইফ ইউ এগ্রি উইথ মি। If I would like to be a fluent speaker, I have to speak more, right? So that's the one tip. Number 1, is it helpful? Is it helpful? Number 2, the second tip I'm going to giving you is very, very important as well, especially for the fluency. You know, I have given you how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 presentations I have given you, right? 3 presentations I have given you. So one was to introduce yourself. Second one was what do you do every day? Third one was what does your favorite person do every day? Okay, forget about the first one. So second presentation and third presentation, you need to practice it at least every single day, 2-3 times. Let's say 3 times. This is the tip number 2. So if you'd like to be a fluent speaker, this is the medicine. If you just practice this. So what do you do every day? Hi everyone, this is Habib. Today I'd like to share with you what I do every day. First of all, I get up early in the morning, keep speaking, keep speaking, keep speaking. So early in the morning, you should practice it. In the afternoon, during the lunchtime, you should practice it. Before going to bed, you should practice it. 3 times you should practice these questions, right? So I have given you all the 2 medicine if you are struggling with your fluency. So number 1 is what do you do every day? And number 2 is what does your favorite person do every day? So for the favorite person, you should start it. Hi everyone, this is Habib. Today I'd like to share with you what my favorite person do every day. My favorite person is my mom. She gets up early in the morning, da da da. You finish, right? Then my favorite person is my dad. He gets up early in the morning, da da da. Then my favorite person is my wife. She gets up, da da da. My favorite person is my husband, da 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 da. My favorite person is my daughter, da 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 da. Just keep speaking, right? With everyone else. And what's going to happen is if you just keep speaking with all your family members, you will see you have learned so many vocabularies, you have got confidence, you can speak, and you'll feel good inside. And that's going to make you excited to speak with someone else. Do you understand? So I have given you 2 tips. Number 1 is find out your speaking partner from this group and practice with him or her. Number 2 is practice these 2 questions. And I'm going to give you 2 more, right? So what do you do every day? And what does your favorite person do every day? Did you get it? If you got it, please type in the chat box, I understood. Very quickly, type in the chat box. I have given you 2 tips to be a fluent speaker, to solve your speaking problem. 2 tips. If you really understood, please type in the chat box, I understood. And believe me, if you keep practicing it for next 30 days, you will send a message that, Mr. Habib, you have given me 2 tips. I practice it for next 30 days. And now I can speak English. My friends, they become surprised to see my speaking. Even they don't dare to speak with me because when I start like boom, 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 right? Just trust me. Practice these 2 things just do it for next 30 days. These 2 things. Number 1 is the speaking partner schedule for 30 minutes and keep practicing. And number 2 is practice these questions. What do you do every day? What does your favorite person do every day? Type in the chat box, I understood. Because if you don't understand it, if you, you will miss a lot. So you need to practice these questions 3 times in a day for next 30 days, right? Can you please type in the chat box? 3 times for next 30 days. I'll give you 4 questions and you need to practice it 3 times for next 30 days. Please type in the chat box 3 times next 30 days. And if you follow it, I can tell you, right? So you will be a fluent speaker. You will speak English naturally. Trust me. If you don't trust yourself, that's fine. Because I know where I was from, right? So when I started learning English, I was like you, probably weaker than you. I'm not sure how to do the right? I do understand what works and what doesn't. Just believe me. Do these 2 things for next 30 days. You'll get it, right? So 3 times for next 30 days. Yeah, that's the thing you need to practice, right? So you have promised me you're going to practice it next 30 days, 3 times in a day. Okay, that's how you need to improve your speaking. Now, you know, the beauty of this IELTS preparation course is related to one each other. So if you listen a lot, you can speak better. I repeat, the IELTS course is related to each other, the whole modules. So if you listen a lot, you will speak better. So you need to listen a lot. You need to listen a lot. This is the third tip I'm gonna giving you. Third tip is listen a lot. What? Not Bengali song, right? Chakanaka de hodola. No, you need to listen a lot. English music, BBC News, YouTube video, my class, English movie. So these are the things just you need to follow for next 6 months. And I can give you guarantee that if you start following like today, in 6 months, you will see, oh my God, you are ready to get 7.5 in IELTS speaking or some other modules as well. So tip number 3 is you got to listen a lot. What are you gonna listen? You're gonna listen BBC radio. You're gonna listen English music. You're gonna listen podcast. You're gonna listen, watch YouTube English video. You're gonna watch English movies. Did you get me? So 3 tips I have given you to speak your English better. So number 1 is find a speaking partner and make a lot of mistakes. Don't worry about the mistakes. I have seen that there are students, when they give a presentation, they say, please forgive me for my mistakes, right? I would say, that's just teach it. Don't say it. Tell yourself that I'm gonna make more mistakes while I'm learning. So if you don't make more mistakes, you are not learning. So every single day, I would recommend you make more mistakes, practice more. And after a certain period of time, it's gonna be corrected, right? So don't worry about the mistakes. Make more mistakes. Did you understand? If you don't make more mistakes, you are not learning. So make sure you are making a lot of mistakes. Still today, I make a lot of mistakes in my business, in speaking, in writing. Some of them are typo, and I get it. And every single day, you know, I tell myself that if I'm not making mistakes, I'm not improving, I'm not growing. But that doesn't mean you're gonna make the same mistakes. So for example, you used to make a lot of mistakes using the S or ES. After having this class, practicing like 15 days, you shouldn't make any mistakes, right? So from the very beginning, you need to make a lot of mistakes. So 3 tips I have given you. Number 1 is find out a speaking partner. I told you the procedure. Don't give a, what is called post with a banner color, background color like pink, red. I need a speaking partner. Please speak to me. No, don't do this. Right? So I know you are very serious students. So you have given your presentation, and so yeah, just approach to them that, hey, I have watched your video. Please become my speaking partner. Schedule a time. Practice on Messenger. Second step is practice the questions. I'm going to give you 4 questions. I have already given 2 questions. So one is, what do you do every day, and what does your favorite person do every day? Keep speaking in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, 3 times for next 30 days. And the third thing is listen, right? So you are traveling from your university to home, from working place to home, somewhere else to somewhere else. Just put the earphone on and just listen. From now on, just whatever you do, whatever you listen, whatever you watch, whatever you read, English, right? So you got to fall in love with English. আপনাকে ইংরেজির প্রেমে পড়তে হবে, right? So can you please type in the chat box, I'm gonna fall in love with English? Just type in the chat box very quickly. If you don't fall in love with English, nothing gonna happen. আপনাদের ইংরেজি শিখতে ভালো লাগে কার কার? Please type in the chat box. It's me. I'd like to see. ইংরেজি শিখতে আপনাদের কার কার ভালো লাগে? Please type in the chat box. It's me. Still I can remember, when I started speaking, I was feeling so much proud that now I can speak English, right? And when I started speaking English, there are some sort of people surround me. They said, who is this guy? He speaks better, right? So you got to fall in love with English. Otherwise, it's not gonna serve you. And once you fall in love with English, it's done. It's done. So make sure you fall in love with English. Whatever you do from now on, so just do it in English. And one more thing, I'd like to give you some sort of ideas about learning English. And a lot of students, they make the same mistakes. What they do, they translate from Bengali into English, from Hindi into English, from Urdu into English. Don't do that. Don't translate. Think in English. Start thinking in English. Can you please type in the chat box? Please type in the chat box. I will think in English. In the morning, when you get up, say, okay, what I'm going to do today? Oh, I've got a class at 10 o'clock. Okay. What else? So I need to go to university. Oh, I need to have my breakfast right now. Then I need to take a shower. Okay. So, yeah, I think I need to catch up with my friends as well after the class. Probably we're going to get together in a campus canteen. I think I have an assignment to submit. So I got to come back before 7 o'clock so that I can finish my assignment. So just think in English. Don't translate. Don't translate. From now on, you need to think in English. Don't translate. If you translate, you are in problem. So I'm going to tell you why. So for example, you ask me a question. So why do you want to learn English? And I'm thinking in Bengali. Oh, আমি কেন ইংরেজি শিখতে চাই? আমি ইংরেজি শিখতে চাই because আমি বিদেশে যেতে চাই. Now I'm translating it. I want to learn English because I want to go abroad. Okay, so by this time probably you will go away, right? So you got to be very spontaneous, very quick. So once you start thinking in English, you don't have to translate it, and it's not going to take you time. So all you got to do is you need to think in English. You need to ask in English. You need to answer in English. You need to understand in English. That's why it's going to help a lot if you start listening. So to be a better speaker, I have given you 3 tips. Make sure you got it. Right? So next thing is about writing. So how would you like to be a good writer, or how would you like to get a better score in writing? So I'm telling you the truth, especially for South Asian students, they get less score in writing. They get better score in reading. They got better score in listening. They got better score in speaking, but they get better score in writing. And the reason is they don't write a lot. So all you got to do is you need to buy a diary, right? So you need to buy a diary, and every single day you need to start writing diary in English. Just write every single day. So probably before going to sleep, just you need to write down your diary. What are the things you have done the whole day? Just keep writing. Or say, now I'd like to write down something about how can I learn English in a better way. Just start writing English. Or probably you can write something, okay, so what I have learned from today's class. Okay, so start writing. Write down 3-4 paragraphs. So today I have joined the class on time. Then so my teacher told me about the previous classes, what you have learned. Then he asked us a lot of questions regarding this, and he gave better ideas to how to improve English. So first of all, he said this, second of all this, moreover this, furthermore this. And I think for writing, I should buy a diary, and I should start writing diary every single day. So yeah, so whatever you love to write, just keep writing. That has to be in English. That's the only thing you got to do, right? So can you please type in the chat box? I will write every single day. So to be a good writer, to get a better score in IELTS exam, you have to write every single day. I mean, you have to make a habit, right? So that, okay, I've got a habit every single day, I'm writing something. So type in the chat box, I will write every single day. So the question is, how are you going to get a better score in writing? Answer is by writing. কিভাবে আপনি রাইটিং এ ভালো স্কোর করবেন? আনসার হলো রাইটিং প্র্যাকটিস করে, বেশি বেশি লিখে। right? So please type in the chat box, I will write every single day, right? So that's the thing. Now, there is, again, I'm going to tell you that listening is very easier module to get a better score in IELTS exam. And you know why? So there will be 40 questions and there will be exam paper. So you will listen a tape player or CD or something else and you need to answer it. Just answer it, right? So for example, the question is, so when did he attend the seminar? So all you got to do is you need to listen a time. So there will be a lot of tricks and techniques you're going to learn in IELTS class. And this is how you can get a better score in writing, in listening, right? So always you have to have some sort of target that I will get 7.5 or 8 in listening. So once you get that, then it's going to cover up the remaining modules as well. So now the next question is, how can I get a better score in listening? The answer is keep listening. Do practice a lot of listening. Watch English movie, listen BBC, right? So listen postcard, watch YouTube video, watch my lecture time and again. So this is how you're gonna improve your understanding. And once you improve your understanding, you will get a very good score in listening. Okay. The last one is reading. As I told you, so for reading, you have to read a lot. So you start reading English storybooks. It might be English newspaper. It might be magazine. It might be an article. So whatever you love to read, just start reading. And I know from the very beginning, especially if you'd like to start reading articles, you will find a lot of vocabularies you don't know. That's absolutely fine. So take help from Google or dictionary, find out the meaning. So, right. So after practicing like 3 to 4 months, you will say you know each and every meaning of the vocabulary. And this is how I learned. So I'm giving you the same advice. So make sure you follow my advice. You go step by step. And this is how I would like to help you, support you, guide you, mentor you, so that you can reach your destination with the map, whatever you got from your study. Okay. So let's recap what I just shared with you to get a better score in IELTS exam. So for speaking partner 3 times for next 30 days and listen a lot. For listening, okay, number 4 is watch movies and all that stuff. Number 2 for listening is you got to listen a lot, watch movie, listen to BBC. For reading, start reading books, English books. It might be a story, it might be article, it might be newspaper, it might be magazine, right? So I used to do the same thing in my student life. At that time, I didn't have that much money. So I used to buy the old magazine from Daily Star, 1 taka, right? So probably 3 weeks back. Puraton magazine kine portam 1 taka diye, right? So you can do the same thing. So read something in English. And for reading is start reading something, English books, magazines, article. And this is how, inshallah, you'll improve your English. So speaking, reading, listening, and writing. And for the writing, so make sure you start writing every single day. And also, once you go to your IELTS class, you will get a lot of, I think, around 8 to 10 classes regarding writing. So if you follow those lectures and if you follow step by step, you will improve dramatically in your writing as well, right? So that's the things I got to share with you. Just if you follow this advice, your life will be changed. So now we're gonna go to our class in a minute, and before that, I'd like to ask you, so for improving your English, especially speaking, reading, writing, and listening, I have given you some sort of strategy, advice. Is it helpful? If it is helpful, please type in the chat box helpful. I'd like to see how many of you got it very, very helpful. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. Is it helpful? Very quickly, please type in the chat box if it is helpful. Okay, and if it is helpful to you, who is advice or who is tip or who is techniques you like the most? কোনটা আপনার কাছে সবচেয়ে বেশি ভালো লাগছে? Very quickly, আমাকে একটু chat box এ লিখে জানান. So still I can see here like 20-25 people are watching. So I'd like to make sure that you submit your homework every single day. You find a speaking partner, right? So we have finished our 50% classes, 50% course. So just if you keep doing this, you will see at the end of 12 days, you started speaking, and you'll see your improvement as well. So make sure you follow my advice. Okay. So yeah, a lot of students, they are saying helpful. Okay. And the next question was, so which one did you like the most? কোন স্ট্র্যাটেজি, কোন টেকনিকটা আপনাদের কাছে খুব বেশি ভালো লাগছে যে সেইটা দিয়ে আপনি ইংলিশকে বেশি ইমপ্রুভ করতে পারবেন? So Rami Begum said listening is very much hard for me because I don't understand. Yeah, that's right, Rami. So all you need to do is, so now you are in foundation course, you do understand the structure and all that stuff, right? And once you understand, once you study speaking, and you know everything, when everything happens together, like you study speaking, you are practicing with 3 questions or 4 questions every single day, you will see dramatically you will start understanding. আপনি বুঝতে শুরু করবেন, and also you are keep practicing your listening module as well. This is how you're gonna get a better score, right? So don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. So please type in the chat box, I will never ever give up. So there are so many students here. Some of you probably you need 3 months to learn English and to sit for IELTS exam. Some of you might need 6 months. Some of you might need probably 7 or 9 months, right? So it depends on you how seriously you have taken this course, how seriously you have committed yourself, how much time you are putting into practice. So if you attend all the classes or not, if you practice with your speaking partner every single day, it's going to depend everything, right? But once you made the decision that I'll never give up, that means you are a winner, right? So please type in the chat box, I will never give up. I will never give up. It's very, very important. So to make a decision and tell yourself that I will never give up. I will never give up, right? So very quickly, please type in the chat box, I will never give up. Very quickly. Okay, so now what are you gonna do? I'll show you something on my screen. So can you please type it, or you can see on the screen? Very quickly, please type in the chat box. So just please write it down. Winners never quit, quitters never win. Type in the chat box. Type in the chat box. Winners never quit and quitters never win. I'd like to see everyone else. You understand this message. You understand this message, right? So please type in the chat box. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Very quickly, type in the chat box. Winners never quit. No, don't answer me yes or no. Just write it down. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. I need to see in the comment box these 2 lines together. Winners never quit and quitters never win means যারা উইনার তখন তারা কখনো কি করে না, গিভ আপ করে না, আর যারা কুইটার তারা কখনো জীবনে উইন করে না. Do you understand? Probably if you understand this message from this course, you are done. You don't have to take everything, whatever the course is given to you. If you just take only this message, if you understand, your life will be changed. Winners never quit, quitters never win. Right. So the next question I'm going to ask you, who you are, winner or quitter? Type in the chat box. Type in the chat box very quickly, who you are. Apni ke winner na quitter? Please type in the chat box very quickly, who you are. Are you winner or are you quitter? Very quickly, please type in the chat box. Who you are, winner or quitter? Just let me know in the chat box who you are, winner or quitter. Very quickly, type in the chat box. Okay, so Sami Ahmed said winner. Thank you. Everybody said winner. Said winner. Tashin said winner. Manik said, is it enough 12 plus? It's more than enough. Moklesin said winner. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for responding. He said winner. Yeah, thank you. You are. You are. Just never give up. Never ever give up. Okay, so now you can see on the screen is structure number 5 is subject plus verb 2, right? So we're going to practice this. So verb 2 means past from. So now you can see on the screen is the subjects and verb 2. So I wanted, we wanted, you wanted, he wanted, she wanted, it wanted, Tony wanted, right? So this is how we need to make a lot of sentences. So we're going to practice one more time. Are you ready? So once I say go, you need to practice with me loudly. আপনাদেরকে কি করতে হবে? Loudly আমার সাথে একটু practice করতে হবে. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. I wanted, we wanted, you wanted, he wanted, they wanted, he wanted, she wanted, it wanted, Tony wanted. Right. So can you please type in chat box? How many sentences have you made? How many sentences have you made? Please type in the chat box very quickly. Very quickly, please type in the chat box how many sentences you made. Okay, now we're going to practice with understood. Understood. So, dear beginners, I'm going to tell you something. So, he, she, it, Tony, present form আমরা s by s যোগ করেছি, but past form is going to be the same হবে। এই জায়গায় s es নিয়ে আপনাকে চিন্তা করতে হবে না, right? Past form কি করতে হবে না? s es নিয়ে চিন্তা করতে হবে না যখন he, she, it, Tony আসবে। শুধু present form এই চিন্তাটা করতে হবে, right? So now this is how you're going to make a lot of sentences. Okay, now practice with me one more time with understood, right? Understood দিয়ে আমাকে একটু 9টা সেন্টেন্স এক নিঃশ্বাসে করে জানাবেন। So give me 9 sentences in one breath. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. I understood, we understood, you understood, you understood, they understood, he understood, she understood, it understood, Tony understood. Okay. So it's very simple structure, subject plus verb 2, nothing else. So sometimes I see a lot of students, they are making mistakes. They say, I was understood, right? It's a different thing, different meaning. No. Subject এবং ভার্বের মাঝখানে কিছুই না, straightforward. I understood, right? যদি বলেন আপনি I was understood, wrong meaning, different sentences, right? So make sure you follow this structure to say something or to express yourself about the past. যদি past সম্পর্কে কিছু বলতে চান তাহলে আপনাকে কি করতে হবে? এই স্ট্রাকচার ফলো করতে হবে। For example, if I ask you, what did you do yesterday? আপনি গতকালকে কি করেছিলেন? আপনাকে কি করতে হবে? এই স্ট্রাকচার ফলো করতে হবে। Is it clear? If it is clear, please type in the chat box CLEAR. Please type in the chat box clear. Again, আমি বলতেছি dear beginners, subject এবং verb এর মাঝখানে যদি আপনি কিছু বসান তাহলে সেটা ভুল হবে, right? So make sure you follow this structure to express in the past. Okay, now so we're going to practice a little bit more. So as I told you, the regular verbs t এবং ed যোগ করে যেগুলো করা হয় এগুলো regular verbs. For example, want, wanted, learn, learned, accept, accepted. And these are the irregular verbs, and you got to memorize is go, went, write, wrote, see, saw, speak, spoke, right? এগুলো মুখস্থ করতে হবে, এছাড়া আর কিছুই অন্য কোনো alternative way নেই. So now the homework I'm going to give you is what did you do yesterday? What did you do yesterday? And I'm gonna tell you the truth. So if I ask you to give these presentations, I know a lot of students, they'll make a lot of mistakes. And I always appreciate if you make a lot of mistakes, right? Don't worry about that. But all you need to do is you need to consider the structure I have given you, subject plus verb to. You need to follow this structure, subject plus verb to, and you need to make a lot of sentences. So now the question is, what did you do yesterday? So you're going to start with morning. So yesterday I woke up early in the morning at 7 o'clock. Then I went to washroom. So subject plus verb. I went to washroom. Then I took brush and paste and I squeezed the paste. And then I brushed my teeth, passed from brushed my teeth, then washed my face. And then I went to kitchen and I made breakfast and a cup of coffee. And I had my breakfast around 9:30. Then I left home around 9:30 o'clock. And I reached office, or I arrived office at 10 o'clock. Did you get me? So it's subject plus verb, past form, verb to. So you need to say. And so in the afternoon, I took break at 1 o'clock. I had my lunch. So আগে বলছিলাম I have, এখন হবে past, I had, or I took my lunch, and then I took rest for some time. Then I started working again, or I started studying again. Right? So this is how you need to make a lot of sentences. So dear beginners, আপনি যদি এইটা দিয়ে practice করেন, what did you do yesterday? আপনার past tense এর sense ঠিক হয়ে যাবে. Right? So this is how I need to practice. So these are the vocabularies you need to practice. So now we're going to practice together, right? আমরা সবাই মিলে একটু practice করব. Ready? So যখন আমি বলবো go, you need to start and you need to give me all the sentences. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. Hi everyone, this is Habib. Today I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday. I got up early in the morning, then I brushed teeth and made breakfast and had a cup of tea, then got ready for office. I drove down to the office. I arrived office at 10 o'clock. Then I started working. I had lunch around 1 o'clock. Then I took rest for some time. Keep going loudly. And then I left office at 5 o'clock. I went to tea stall and took a cup of tea. Then I took bus and returned home. I refreshed myself and I watched television for some time. I attended 12 days speaking challenge and I finished my homework and I gave a presentation. Right? So as you are giving this presentation tomorrow, so you should say, I sent message to 3 people to be my speaking partner, and one of them responded. I made a call on Facebook Messenger, and yeah, we schedule a time for practicing, right? So in the evening, I got together with my family members, took some snacks, and take another cup of coffee, and I cooked, and then took dinner all together with our family members. Then I had some time to read some books and I chatted with my family members as well. Then I had a look on tomorrow's plan and I got ready to sleep and I went to bed and I slept. So now, did you understand? Can you give this presentation tomorrow? And this is the question number 3. Can you remember I told you that the some questions, 4 questions you need to practice, and the third question is this: what did you do yesterday? So if you're practicing this 3 times in a day for next 30 days, you will not mix up with the tense. It's going to be very clear. And if someone asks you the questions, instantly you can catch it up. Okay, he used the past tense, he used the present tense, he used the future. So I should use the same format, same form. So question in past, answer in past. Question in future, answer in future. Question in present form, answer in present form. Did you get it? Right. So now we're going to practice one more time this presentation. So now, before that, please answer me in the chat box. Will you give this presentation tomorrow? Will you give this presentation tomorrow? Please type in the chat box, I will. I'd like to see how many of you would like to give this presentation tomorrow, right? So we are learning, practicing, and giving presentation every single day. So, and we are improving, right? Little by little. You can't
feel something like this right now, but after 12 days, you will find yourself, oh my God, now I'm much more confident. I know the whole structure. If someone makes a lot of mistakes, I can understand that. I can ask question, I can answer it. And I have started practicing. I started thinking English. Oh my God, I'm a new person in the world and I'm a winner. So I know that winners never quit and quitters never win, right? So all you got to do is you need to practice this presentation with me one more time. Are you ready? Once I say go, you need to give me 30 sentences using this structure. Ready? Using these vocabularies. So your structure would be subject plus verb to. Subject plus verb to. Can you please type in the chat box? What's the structure? One more time. Please type in the chat box. What's the structure number 5? Is subject plus verb to. And you know verb to means past form, right? Okay. Now, one more time, we're going to practice. We're going to practice. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Let's start. Hi, everyone. Good evening. This is Habib. And today I'd like to give a presentation. The topic is what I did yesterday. You know, I got up early in the morning around 7 o'clock. Then I went to the washroom. Then I took brush and paste. Then I squeezed the paste and I brushed my teeth. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Loudly. Keep going. This is another condition as well to be a fluent speaker. You have to speak loudly. Read something loudly. It's going to remove your inertia. Apnar jorota dur kore debe. Right? So please, yeah, keep speaking loudly. And in the afternoon, I took my lunch at 1 o'clock. Keep speaking. Keep going. Don't stop. Then I started working. I left my university at 4 o'clock and I took a bus and I went home. I went to washroom. I refreshed myself and I had a cup of tea. Then I watched television for some time. And also I sent a message to different people in the Facebook group, UK Study Visa, to be a speaking partner. Keep going, right? Don't stop. In the evening, I got together and I took some snacks. Keep going. And I took a look on tomorrow's plan and I got ready to sleep and I went to bed. Right. So now the question is, what did you do yesterday? How many sentences have you made or how many sentences have you delivered? Please type in the chat box. Is it 40? Is it 50 sentences you made? Is it 30 sentences you made? Is it 20 sentences you made? Type in the chat box. How many sentences have you made? How many? Very quickly, please type in the chat box. How many sentences have you made? Very quickly, please type in the chat box. Right. And, you know, sometimes you struggle to pronounce the 7 days in a week. So I have got so what I'm going to do, I will share with you so that you can understand. So these, if you just follow her, you'll be able to pronounce 7 days in a week, right? So please watch the video with me and practice with her.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Pronunciation with Emma. In this video, I'm going to show you how to pronounce the days of the week. I know it's a super simple topic for today, but it's been the most requested, so I'm going to do it. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I post weekly videos to help you with your British English pronunciation, and also a couple of grammar videos sneak their way in from time to time. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, that's what you're here for. Click subscribe. Okay, let's not waste any more time. Let's do this. First word, Monday.
Okay, thank you. So what are you gonna do? We're gonna practice with her. So we're gonna repeat after her. সে বলার সাথে সাথে আমরা জোরে জোরে বলবো, right? So let's start.
Monday. So I know it's an O in the first syllable, but we don't say Monday, but it's Monday. The second one is Tuesday. Tuesday. So not Tuesday or Tuesday. You can also say this as Tuesday. So just to compare, Tuesday or Tuesday. The third day of the week we have is not it's Wednesday. The fourth one is Thursday. So notice that I don't pronounce the R. I don't say Thursday and I don't say Thursday, but I say Thursday. Notice that as well I put my tongue in between my teeth to make that sound at the start. Thursday. The next one we have is Friday. Now we're at the weekend, and yes, it is at the weekend because I am British. It's not on the weekend, which is typically what Americans would say. So at the weekend, we would have Saturday. Saturday. And the last day of the week we have is Sunday. So let's do a very quick listen and repeat. I will say the word, you listen, I'll leave a pause, and then you repeat after me. Got that? Let's do this. Monday. Tuesday. Or Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Sunday.
All right, so now I've got a very quick question is, can you okay, let me take it.
So that's it for this video today.
Okay, so very quick question. So can you pronounce correctly 7 days in a week right now? If you can, please type in chat box, yes, I can. I'd like to see how many of you can pronounce 7 days in a week correctly. If you can, please type in the chat box, yes, I can. Very quickly, please type in the chat box, yes, I can. Okay, so now today's class is very, very important, right? Very, very important. So just I'm gonna repeat what we have learned today's class is the structure number 5 is subject plus verb 2, and especially for IELTS candidate, it's really, really important not to mix with present and past, because you got to listen and you got to understand what's the question was asked. So was it in past form, is it in present form, or is it in future form? And you need to follow the form as well. So if the question is in past form, you need to answer in past. If it is present form, answer in present. If it is future, answer in future, right? So, and also I have given you some sort of tips, especially to improve your English, especially speaking, reading, writing, and listening. You need to follow this. You need to, I definitely recommend you to watch this video time and again, listen a lot of English stuff, watch English movies. If you don't understand from the very beginning, that's absolutely fine. প্রথম থেকে যদি আপনি না বুঝে থাকেন, কোনো সমস্যা নেই, right? So make sure you keep watching, keep listening, and this is how you're going to improve your English. So now I'm going to give you a homework. The homework is, what did you do yesterday? So all you need to do is you need to make a presentation. I would recommend you go for 50 sentences, right? 50টা sentence বলেন. If you cannot do 50, do 40. If you cannot do 40, do 30. If you cannot do 30, you should motivate yourself that I need to go at least 30 sentences, right? So I'd like to see everyone else's presentation tomorrow. Before ending the class, I'd like to also tell you that tomorrow's class will be all about questions, especially the past. Because if you don't understand the pattern of questions, how we use in the past, is going to be really difficult to understand the examiner. যদি আপনি ভালো করে না বুঝে থাকেন যে past tense কিভাবে কোশ্চেন তার স্ট্রাকচারটা কি, আপনি যদি ভালো করে না বুঝে থাকেন তাহলে আপনি ভালোভাবে আনসার করতে পারবেন না, and you're going to mix up with the tense and you're going to reduce your marks in IELTS speaking. So make sure you join tomorrow's class on time and watch this video and follow my instruction, what I just said. It's going to change your life. It changed my life. It's changed hundreds of students' life, and it's going to change your life, and it will change millions of students' life in the future. So make sure you do it. Right. So thank you very much. That's the ending of today's class. Can you please just give me feedback? How was today's class? Have you learned anything? Was it okay? Was it excellent? Was it outstanding? Just I'd like to see your feedback. I love your feedback, because in the morning I have asked the same question, asking for feedback, and I got a lot of feedbacks. Probably you have seen a post on Hassel for Education page and the group as well. So one of the students, Raihan, he shared his feedback, and I was blown away, right? So I was really satisfied to know that I can help some students, and students are getting help from this, right? So make sure you share on your Facebook. Don't forget to share on your Facebook, right? So make sure you share on your Facebook, and see you tomorrow's class. Until then, stay well, stay blessed. Allah Hafiz. Bye-bye.